let's first of all make sure that our body is spread equally or evenly. Yeah, with the legs slightly apart, with the shoulder blades a bit tucked under. Yeah, and so the chest feels a bit exposed or open. Yeah, the arms are turned and the hands facing upwards, and the chin is tiny tucked in. And let's take a minute to observe our body, especially our back, or the whole back of the body, and the legs, the buttocks, the back, the shoulder. And just pay attention what is touching more or less the floor. And as you're doing it, try to pay attention in your body. Let's say, for me, for example, I feel that the lower back on the right side is a bit elevated. So I'm trying to look at the structure in the body that kind of creates this imbalance. Where is it more tight? Where it's more relaxed maybe? Where it's pulling? So try to look from inside. What's happening inside you that the body is not completely equal or soft in the same way? Not psychologically, just pay attention to your body. So for me, for example, I feel the right side elevated, so when I pay attention, I see that the left hip and lower back is tight. So I believe that when the left side will be released, the right side will sink further down. So check for you. Check what's happening. And then as you kind of analyzing the reason for the imbalance, try to soften that part that feels too tight and allow the body to fall into balance, into harmony. The body responds to awareness, and the body responds to thoughts and emotions. But awareness is the highest energy there is, so the minute you become aware of anything, emotion, thoughts, and tension, it will start to dissolve. So let's use the power of awareness to dissolve the tension so we can feel more in harmony in the body. And let's now integrate to that awareness that we are connected to the body. Let's integrate the breath. So, for example, in my case, because there's more tension on the lower back on the left side, I'm going to inhale to that area, and when I exhale, I soften that area, so the right will sink further down. Okay, so you do it to what your body needs. And then try to widen your awareness to the rest of the body, not only to a specific area that holds tension. And you might find other areas that has nothing to do with your posture, or maybe has something. Just pay attention. See what you're finding. And try to soften those areas as well. Maybe your face holds tension. Maybe your thighs hold tension. Maybe your forehead and your neck. So just pay attention, kind of scan your body and see which parts are holding tension and invite them to soften. Although we do relaxation mainly in the end of a yoga class, relaxation is a whole, complete, integral part of yoga. Yes, so you can take it for yourself time and lie on your back and only do a relaxation session. It's extremely, extremely useful. Okay, good. So now let's start to work with the breath a bit stronger. Okay, and let's start to breathe a bit deeper into the body and a bit more powerful. And when we inhale, we want to fill up the whole body with a lot of air, starting from the pelvic floor and gradually widening from the bottom, from the pelvic floor up to the shoulder. Let's do it. And when you exhale the reverse. Up, middle, down, pelvic floor. When you breathe in, feel that your body opens like a barrel to all direction. It's enlarges from all direction to all direction. Do it slowly, slowly, with a lot of awareness, and feel that each and every part of your body responding to the breath and responding to this expansion. And when you're exhaling, do it with an attitude of softening, of letting go of tension, of releasing, relaxing any tension from the body. Again, take a deep breath. Do it very, very, very slowly. Make sure bands of tension or parts of your body are expanding to all direction, yeah? So every time bring your awareness and the breath to another band and make sure it expands front, sides and back to all direction, and then continue up, continue up, continue up. Muy bien, very good. Now let's just move gently our head from side to side. Again, incorporating with the breathing. Exhale down when you go closer to the floor. Inhale to the center, back up. And exhale down, going down to the other side. Wonderful. Now, let's place the hands behind the head. And let's first of all bring our elbows close to the floor, as close as we can. And make sure that we're bringing our shoulder blades as close to each other behind as possible. Okay? Now, let's bring the elbows close to each other. Yeah? And let's inhale. And as we exhale, let's help the head to lift it up, trying to bring the chin as close as we can to the chest. Stay up and feel the stretch in your back. And breathe to the stretch. Release down. Again, open your elbow, tuck your shoulder blades under. Okay, and we're going to repeat it. Inhale, exhale, bring your elbows together or close to each other and lift your head until you feel the tension or the stretch in your back. And breathe to the stretch. If the stretch is softening or the area of tension, see if you can elevate a bit more again according to your body always. And release. Release down. Okay, let's keep the arms the same. You're flat on the floor. Let's bring the legs together and give a lot of power to the legs. A lot of power. You flex your toes, push your legs down, lift your heels a little bit if you can off the floor, and then we're repeating now the same thing but with a very strong legs. Inhale, exhale, elbows together, lifting, and breathe. And release. Okay, release the arms, release the legs, and shake the body. You shake the whole body from the legs into the hips, into the buttocks, into the pelvis, into the lumbar area, into the mid back, into the upper back, into the neck, into the shoulders, the arms, the feet and the toes, the hands and the fingers. And now all these faces, moving the muscles of the face to all direction, including the jaw, the tongue, the eyes, the forehead. Make the movement even stronger, a bit more crazy. More. And stop. Stop completely. Observe your body. Observe the movement, now the tingling of the movement. Beautiful. Let's bring the feet closer to the buttocks. And let's place the hands underneath the buttocks. Let's start by bringing the elbows as close as we can to the body and by tucking the shoulder blades under. Wonderful. And again here, let's lift only the head up and look at our legs. And now tuck your pelvic floor. You feel it pulling your pelvic floor up and lift your legs up. Your feet off the floor. And now stretch your legs up. Keep the head up if you can. If you need to rest, let it go down. And now bend your knees. Inhale. And again, stretch your leg up, only with the toes pointing. Bend and relax your head. Take your hands out and embrace your knees, and let's roll from side to side. Wonderful. Let's repeat it again. So hands underneath, shoulder, the elbows tucked close to the body, shoulder blades tucked under, and we inhale. We exhale first the head up, and now let's stretch the legs up with the heels pointing up and the toes are flexed down, and keep your legs very strong. Activate your knee, your thighs. Stay with your head up if possible. Bend your knees, inhale, and now we're stretching the toes up. And releasing. Head down, arms out, embracing the knees. Let's roll the head from side to side to soften the neck. And let's make circles with both knees together, massaging the back. Okay, let's reverse, opposite direction. Wonderful. Back to the center. Let's again place the hands under. Let's again bring the elbows and the shoulder blades as tucked under and close as much as possible. This time, let's lift the head and stretch the legs close to the floor and lift up lift up on our forearm. Okay, inhale, exhale, stretch the leg, lift the head, and lift up on the forearm, and hold it like this. Now let's practice here, softening the mind and the face, while the body works very strong. You don't teach your body or your mind not to identify with the tension. Let the body work, let the mind be soft. Okay, let's come back with the legs, relax the head down, and just roll the head from side to soften the body, to soften the neck. And let's repeat it one more time. Inhale, exhale, stretch the leg, lift the head, and look at your toes. And this time, let's point to our toes, and let's make like scissors movement with the legs. And coming back, head down, embracing the knees, and rolling from side to side. Rolling the head, I mean. Wonderful. Let's again stretch the legs. Let's wiggle the body a bit. And again, let's pause for a minute and just observe the body. Try to compare how you're feeling to when we started. Observing the quality of the breath. Observing the space being created inside you. Observing tension and relaxation in the body. Observing your emotions, the state of your mind. Beautiful. Let's again bend the knees. And let's again make circles, both knees together, massaging the sacrum and the lower back, both directions. And now let's take the arms off the knees and make one much bigger movement, much wider movement, much big movement. And reverse, opposite direction. Beautiful. Back to the center, and let's drop the knees from one side to the other. Exhale down, inhale up, and exhale down onto the other side. Observe how your body works. Observe which part is stretching. Okay, now let's pause on one side and let's place the hand on the top knee and just breathe and soften into the pose. Releasing, lifting, inhale, exhale, and we're going down onto the other side, breathing and softening into the pose. Always the head is twisting to the opposite direction. Okay, let's come back. Okay, let's bring the feet down. Take a deep breath. Let's stretch the arms behind. And before we're lifting up, let's only stretch. Like we roll tiny to the right. Yeah, only with the upper body, not the buttocks. And then we want to stretch the left back, the left part of the back, further away. Then we're rolling tiny to the left and we're stretching the right part of the back. Yes, so the shoulder is stretched away from the buttocks, so the back elongates on the floor. And then we're rolling again to the right and stretching the left part of the back even further. And like this, continue in your rhythm, stretching and stretching. Wonderful. From here, we're making sure that our feet are a bit spread, wider than the buttocks. We inhale deep, lifting the diaphragm up towards the chest. And when we exhale, we're lifting and stretching the arms in between the knees and hold it like this a little bit. Again, practice to calm your mind when you're holding a strong pose. Relax your face. And just breathe regularly and holding the pose quietly. Keep your mind completely soft. Observe how the body engages with the movement, how your muscles are working, but keep the mind soft. Which muscles are engaged? Some maybe are tense, but they don't need to be. Okay, let's go down. Take a deep breath. Roll your head from side to side to soften the neck. And relax for a minute. Okay, let's repeat it. Again, we're interlacing the fingers behind and we're stretching our arms behind and we start to roll from side, not side to side fast, but let's say to the right, stretching the left side of your back. Feel that the distance between your left shoulder and the left hip or lower back is really elongates. Now roll to the left and again repeat exactly on the right side. Elongate the distance. Elongate, elongate. Again roll to the right, elongate the left. And again roll to the left, elongate the right. Wonderful. Back to the center. Now take a deep breath and visualize and feel that your diaphragm, instead of going down, is lifting up. It's a bit strange. And filling up more your chest and your shoulder with a lot of air. Okay, inhale deep. A lot of air to your chest, shoulder, upper back. And now lift up. Stretch your arms in between your legs, in between your knees. Relax your face. And just breathe naturally while you're relaxing whatever is possible. Now let's bring the hands outside the knees and let's lift the palms, and like we're pushing an invisible wall. Hold it like this and relax. Embrace your knees and roll your head from side to side. Wonderful. Let's lower the feet again close to the buttocks. And let's do now the tunnel and the arch. So let's gradually, while keeping the buttocks and the shoulders down, let's gradually lift the back off the floor while pushing the arms down. Make sure that you're rolling your chest wide open. Make sure that you're lifting especially the lower back off the floor. But and this movement of lifting the back by breathing very deep into your chest. Okay? So inhale deep into your chest. Push your arms as you're bringing more and more air. Push your arms down as you're bringing more air into your chest. as much air as you can, and then exhale and release the pose. Release, 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 and soften 1 minute. Okay, let's do it again. Strong feet, yeah, and we start to lift first the sacrum, yeah, but keep the buttocks down. Sacrum lifts, lower back lifts, mid back, and then the upper back. Okay, now the breathing part, we're pushing the arms really strong into the floor. We're rolling the shoulder blades under. And now let's introduce a very strong breath into the chest. Inhale deep. A lot of air. Open your chest nicely with a lot of air. Exhale, releasing the pose, releasing the pose. Yeah, let your back again touch the floor. And now let's go up into the arch. So we inhale. And as we exhale, we start to roll the spine gradually off the floor, one vertebra at a time, slowly, slowly. Here it's important to do it slowly with a lot of awareness to this movement of the spine off the floor. Okay, when the spine is off the floor, keep pushing your feet down, elevating the body up as much as comfortable. And now here as well, in the end of the movement, let's press the arms very strong into the floor, and let's introduce a very deep breath, ending deep, deep into the chest, into the upper back, into your shoulder, a deep breath, maximum air, and exhale down, air out, and gradually, one vertebra at a time, we're spreading the spine on the floor, slowly, slowly. Take a deep breath here and relax. Observe your body before we go moving up again. Let's repeat. Inhale deep. Exhale and start to roll your spine very slowly, really slowly, one vertebra at a time. Yeah. Teach your mind to be aware of your vertebrae. It's not easy. Huh? Aware of each vertebra as it's moving its way away or up. Slowly, slowly. When you lift everything, keep pushing your feet down and elevate your pelvis. Tuck your tailbone under towards the back of the knees. Yeah, push your arms really strong down and feel that as you're tucking your tailbone away, you want to bring your chest towards your chin. Yes, so the back elongates underneath. And now let's introduce a deep breath. Inhale deep. Loads of air into your chest. And exhale down. One vertebra at a time. Yeah, again here, don't just fall down. Do it very slowly and see if you can separate the vertebrae one at a time, going down, going down, going down, going down. And then take a deep breath and relax. Wonderful. Let's bring the hands underneath the buttocks completely. Let's stretch the legs. Okay? And now we're going to do very similar movement, yeah, but it's called the fish pose. And what we're going to do, we're going to press our knees down into the floor, not our knees, sorry, our elbows. Yeah, and while keeping the shoulder blades tucked under, we're lifting up, we're going to lift up on our forearm really, and then tucking the head down. If you're not clear, you can look at me 1 minute. Inhale, exhale, I'm lifting a bit here on the forearm, and then I'm going back down and resting my head on the floor. Yeah, and that's the pose. So it's a combination of what we did until now. If you find it too difficult, so don't do it, or do just something of what we've done before. Okay? But once you are in the pose, in the fish pose, push your elbows really strong into the floor, and then introduce a lot of air into your chest. Exhale. Again, one more deep breath into your chest. Exhale, release the pose, and undo your hands, bring your feet close to the buttocks, undo the hands, and let's do the reverse pose, embracing the knees, and then lifting the head towards the knees and rolling on your back to massage the back and soften the lower back. Okay, good. Head down, and again let's make circles to soften the back. Circle with both knees, both directions. Okay, let's open again the arms in a cross. Let's cross the left leg over the right, and then let's bring them both to the left. Yeah, so the left that is crossed over the right is in a way pushing down the right leg. Now here you can keep both feet in the air, or you can touch the floor and do it while touching with one leg the floor, one foot, sorry. The head always turning opposite direction, and we're holding the pose and breathing. Try to recognize what is stretching and breathe to the stretch. Soften more and more. Okay, to come up, let's first undo undo the legs, yeah? And then let's lift first the right leg, and then join with the left. Wonderful. Now let's do the opposite. So we're crossing the right over the left, and then we're lowering both into the right side, slowly, slowly. Head turn to the opposite direction. We're breathing and softening into the pose. Let's recognize where can we soften more. And go deeper, and go deeper. Okay, let's undo and lift first the left, then join the right. And let's stretch again and wiggle the body nicely. Yeah, let the whole body wiggle, arms as well, face as well, forehead, eyes, jaw, tongue, nose, cheeks, everything wiggles, a bit crazy, fingers, toes. Let everything move. As much movement, better. A bit wild, and then reduce movement and stop. Observe the body. Observe the mind. Observe emotions. Compared to when you started, does it feel that the body is touching better the floor? Is the breath deeper? Wonderful. Let's bend the knees again, and let's roll from the side, and let's then face down on our front. Okay, let's make a small pillow, placing one hand on top of the other. And please don't do things automatically. Teach your mind to move out of automatic mode. So if immediately you put, let's say, the left hand over the right, do the opposite. Like this, your mind will stop being automatic, will stop think automatically, and you have more control over it. Okay, we're placing the forehead on the hand. We take a deep breath, and then let's just wiggle a bit the pelvis to soften the lower back, and let the pelvis be free, meaning on their own they start to do like a infinity movement. That's how it should be if they're free. Yes? So emphasize like an 8 movement as the pelvis are moving from side to side. Okay, good. Now let's lift up the front, lift up the legs. Again, if it's difficult, do only front, yeah, and breathe to the pose. Make sure that your legs are very powerful, yeah, you give them a lot of power. Yeah, make sure that your pelvic floor, the genital, the anus, is pulled in. Yeah, so you feel a lot of strength in the center. Go down, and again, wiggle pelvis to soften lower back. Okay, now let's repeat. Inhale, exhale, lift front, lift legs, and now let's spread the arms and look up and open the legs in the same time, and then bring the arms and the legs closing. Inhale up, open, exhale, close. Continue.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, we go down and we wiggle to soften tension in the lower back. Wonderful. Now let's interlace the fingers, and again, don't do automatically. Yeah, find the different ways to interlace than you do automatically. And then let's first of all stretch the arm and lift the shoulder and bring the shoulder blades towards each other as much as you can. Yeah, make sure that your arms are away from your back, and then lift the head and lift your upper body. Yeah, it's like a cobra. Okay. If you can, lift your legs off the floor and just stay there and breathe deep. Release. Release the arms. Bring them again underneath your head, your forehead, and roll the pelvis from side to side. Wonderful. Let's bring the hands close to the shoulders. Let's bring the elbows close to the body. And let's gradually lift the body up, push it into the cobra, up onto the knees, and backwards into the child pose. Keep your arms stretched forward and breathe deep into the pose. Breathe deep. Feel that you're filling up your back, your lower back especially, with a lot of air. And as you exhale, allow your body to sink further down. Okay, now let's lift up. And let's bring the hands a bit away from underneath the shoulder, so they're a bit further away. And let's first of all bring a lot of power into our shoulders. Yes, so like you're pushing your shoulders away. And now let's gradually sink the pelvis down. Sink the pelvis down. and open the chest and lift the chin. This is the Cobra. Watch it, yeah, pay attention to your lower back, so don't go too low if it's sensitive. Yeah, make sure that your shoulders are strong and like you're pushing your chest forward and up. Okay, let's lift up and go back into the child pose. Stretching your arms forward. And let's repeat. Inhale up and draw pelvis down and move into the Cobra. Come up straight. Let's repeat it a few more times. Go down into the child pose. Repeat. Inhale up. Exhale, pelvis down into the Cobra. Come up. Inhale. Exhale into the child pose. Inhale up. And draw pelvis, open chest into the Cobra. So you exhale down, and then in the end of the movement, you inhale to your chest. Exhale up, all the way down into the child pose. Again, inhale through the cat. Exhale as you go down with your pelvis and open your chest, and then inhale deep into your chest. Exhale all the way back down into the child pose. And now let's bring the arms backwards and let's relax in the child pose completely. Remember how we started when I asked you to pay attention to the difference between the sides of your body. Yeah, of course, this manifesting all the time. So now when you are in this child pose, relaxing, pay attention and breathe again to the area that is more tense to soften and soften and soften. Yeah, so your back now from different angle will soften, will harmonize. Wonderful. Let's stretch the arms forward. Okay? Before we do anything, stretch them as far as you can. Widen your hands, your fingers as wide as possible. Feel that your hands are transforming into powerful, like a claws of a wild beast. Yeah, very powerful. Yeah, like an eagle. Yeah. Okay, good. And stretch your arms really strong. Lift your head. But don't go up, just lift your head. Look forward in between your hands. Press your hands really strong into the floor and roll your shoulder blades out. Hold it like this and breathe deep into your back. Exhale. Again, press your hands strong. Arms strong. Roll your shoulder blades and inhale deep into your upper back. Exhale, and now inhale and come up through the cat, and let's go up to downward facing dog. Toes goes in. Okay, make sure that your hands are away from the shoulder. They're not under the shoulder, they are away. Okay, we're going to go up. So always strong base. So powerful hands like we just mentioned, powerful arms. Roll your elbows in. Yeah. So your elbows are rolling in, so they're facing more the back. And then the shoulders are strong, yeah, like a door frame. Feel the door frame between your hands, arms, and shoulder and upper back. Very powerful. Toes goes in. We inhale deep, and we lifting the knees just off the floor, not all the way, just a bit off the floor. And then we're starting to move down with our shoulders and abdomen towards the thighs. From here, we're lowering one heel down and stretching, other heel down and stretching. Slowly, slowly. Slowly, slowly change. Incorporate the breathing. Inhale and exhale as you're stretching heel down. Inhale and change. Stretching heel down. Continue in your own rhythm. Wonderful. Let's inhale and exhale the left leg forward. And let's keep the right hand down. And let's twist to the left, lifting the left arm up. Make sure that your legs are very powerful, yet push them strong into the floor. Activate the core, meaning pelvic floor, lower abdomen. And push both arms against each other, away from each other. Let's go down and let's stretch the front knee and stretch the hamstring by stretching the knee, and allow your upper body to move down, breathing to the pose. Wonderful. Let's bend the front knee. Let's drop the right heel. And let's get ready to lift up into the warrior pose. Inhale. Exhale, push up. And we are in the warrior pose. Boom. Okay. Okay, let's move back down. So we're lifting again the back heel, rotating it up. We're lowering the body. And we go back into downward facing dog. Clack. Again, we're lowering one heel down at a time. And now let's bring the right leg forward. Okay, stretch nice and long here. And we're twisting again, but now we're lifting, we're keeping the left hand down and we're opening the right arm. Keep the left hand on the floor and open left hand on the floor. Now, I think you are not on the floor. You see what I'm doing? Yeah? Okay. Ah, it's from below. Oof. Somebody's. Stay. Okay, everything is okay? Okay, good. Let's lower the arm. And now let's stretch the front leg or the front knee. And just breathe to the pose. Okay, from here, let's drop the back heel. Let's bend the front knee again, and we're getting ready to move out into the warrior pose. Inhale, exhale, push up, and boom. Wonderful. Okay, let's lift the back heel, stretch the front knee, and down we go. Bend the front knee, and let's drop the back knee. Let's join the right knee And move back down into the child pose. Bring the hands close to the body and relax. Breathing deep into your back. Wonderful. Okay, let's lie on our back and do a few minutes of Shavasana, relaxation. Let's start by wiggling the body a bit. And then let's again observe how the body touches the floor. And let's direct the breath to the whole body, filling up the whole body with a lot of air. And then we exhale and soften. Wonderful. Let's soften the crown, the cranial bones, the face, the eyes, the jaw, the tongue. Let's relax the neck and the throat, the shoulder, the arms, the hands, the fingers. Let's relax the back and the front. Let's relax the buttocks, the pelvic floor, the legs, the feet, the toes. And we are aware of the whole body as one unit. Trying to pay attention to the vibration inside the body, to how it touches the floor. And let's connect to the infinite space around the body, which is alive exactly like the body itself. And with your mind, we allow to acknowledge the unity inside out, or outside in, is the same. And then let's start to breathe a bit deeper. introducing more physical air or movement into the body. Gently removing arms and legs. Let's bend the knees, embrace the knees and roll a bit on the back. And then let's roll from the side to sit up. And let's conclude by chanting Om 3 times. So inhale deep. Let's take a minute to give gratitude that we are here together practicing. And let's visualize that this beautiful energy cultivated here is shared among all beings on planet Earth. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a beautiful day, beautiful life. Thank you, Joe.